welcome. I'm Nikita.
I'm Miraj, and you are watching Tech It Out.
In this episode, we'll bring you up and close with artificial intelligence that's bringing out the best in us, inside and outside, beauty and wellness.
We'll kickstart a brand new review segment on Tech It Out with Meta's Gen 2 smart glasses, and we'll wrap it up with some autonomous car technology that was showcased at CES 2026 in Las Vegas.
Well, wearables have gotten really good these days. In fact, from measuring your heart rate to blood sugar levels, anxiety and stress levels.
Yeah, so this next story has quite a few of those, but the standout one is this headset that measures your brain's neural activity.
Wow, for real?
In real time.
Amazing.
Wearables are passé. Nothing novel about a watch keeping track of your blood oxygen levels or a ring counting the steps that you take. But at the CES 2026, AI-enabled wearables crossed into truly sci-fi territory, measuring what happens in the grey matter between your ears. From headsets that track neural activity, earbuds that monitor sleep based on brain activity and flag markers of disease far before the onset of known symptoms.
One of the biggest problems in traumatic brain injury is the problem is you only know that you have the injury once you have the injury. There's not really a good way to have any preemptive measures, because what happens is it's all downstream effects that accumulate until you start to realize that you have slurred speech or blurry vision. What we've been able to do is, because we can now look at the brain longitudinally over time, we can start to see these really subtle changes in brain activity and flag them.
This shift from wellness markers to brain-level insight was on display at CES 2026. Once the system is activated, a computer screen displays moving patterns, abstract shapes that visualize neural activity as it is captured and interpreted in real time. The subject needs to stay still for the system to begin reading brain activity in real time. On the screen, the previously scattered patterns begin to converge as the software adjusts itself to the unique neural signature of the brain it is measuring. Once this baseline of brain activity is established, the system is designed to store and compare that data over time, allowing subsequent readings to be measured against the same individual brain. With each new session, artificial intelligence analyzes whether the patterns remain consistent or begin to shift in small but measurable ways. When the system detects a difference, even a small one, it marks that change and adds it to the record, creating a timeline of how the brain is behaving over time. Information that can later be reviewed by doctors before obvious symptoms appear. CES 2026 also featured a wide range of other health innovations, each tackling a different aspect of wellness. This mirror uses a standard selfie video to analyze blood flow in the face, providing scores on heart health, cardiovascular risk, and even psychological age. The mirror relies on artificial intelligence trained on data from thousands of patients connected to medical-grade equipment. It compares the visual blood flow patterns to these data sets to deliver health insights in just 30 seconds, offering a quick and non-invasive way to monitor wellness. This technology makes it possible to identify potential risks early, helping users take action before symptoms appear. Next, this toothbrush which takes daily oral care to the next level. The device cleans teeth in about 20 seconds, but its most innovative feature is an integrated sensor that analyzes breath for organic molecules.
We have added an AI nose which is able to get your breath, analyze your breath, analyze organic molecules. In fact, it's volatile organic compounds. And thanks to that, with an AI chip, we can detect chemical patterns.
This toothbrush can detect early signs of diabetes, liver disorders, and gum disease, giving users a window into their oral and systemic health. By combining cleaning and health monitoring in one device, it provides a simple everyday tool for early detection and prevention. This regeneration capsule focuses on overall neurophysiological wellness. The capsule combines frequencies, massage and a zero-G position to create a relaxing environment that promotes recovery and restoration. With more than 30 programs, users can choose targeted sessions for stress relief, improved sleep, digestion or specific health conditions.
We have programs with frequencies that you can choose, like stress, burnout, digestion, sleeping better, things like this. Or we can do specific frequencies for what they want to treat, for example, a disease.
The capsule provides a 30-minute experience that blends technology and physiology, offering a new way to support mental and physical well-being. Women's health also took center stage with a smart menstrual pad that monitors fertility and provides insights even if a standard test is missed, helping women track cycles and manage reproductive health with ease.
If you forget to take the test on that specific day, you need to wait another cycle, right? But with that one, even if you forget it, you will put it, right? Because you are bleeding. With that one, you understand the fertility easily without taking the test.
The device uses built-in sensors to analyze biological data, giving users timely information about fertility windows and cycle health. By integrating daily monitoring into a product already in use, it eliminates the need for additional testing or reminders, making women's health more accessible. Technology is shrinking devices. There was even a portable lab that can test food for gluten, dairy, and other common allergens in minutes. The device miniaturizes lab procedures like extraction, dilution, and detection into a single pocket-sized unit. Users can place food in a single-use pouch, insert it into the device, and receive quick results, making it easier to avoid reactions and manage dietary needs. Finally, for desk warriors, a near-infrared light device designed to boost energy and well-being. It clips to desks or computer monitors, delivering light directly to the face and cells. The light stimulates energy production in cells, improving mood, focus, and general vitality. Easy to use in daily settings, Sun Booster provides a non-invasive way to support physical and mental wellness through light therapy. There was no dearth of devices at CES 2026 that claim to boost longevity, monitor health markers, and sound alerts for any signs of disease. Doctors say it makes sense to keep track of how your body is changing as you age, but to always get properly tested regularly. At the end of the day, these devices are susceptible to errors and not a replacement for health checks.
Well, the desire to look our best isn't just about vanity. It's a fundamental part of how we navigate the world. The self-care ritual has existed across histories and culture.
Yeah, I remember reading about Cleopatra. Didn't she sort of use the Dead Sea's mud to cleanse her skin? I don't think it's the least bit surprising that artificial intelligence is being used to devise beauty regimens and products.
But Miraj, it's like the magic genie of our age, isn't it? In fact, I saw quite a few cool products at CES this year in Las Vegas.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Well, there is a mirror, but it also tells you to put on sunscreen.
Isn't that why you would have loved to be there?
I would have, but I think you would have liked it more.
Possibly.
Yeah.
For most of us, finding the right look has always involved a bit of trial and error. At CES 2026, we saw algorithms come into the mix. A smart kiosk that acts like a personal stylist with an analytical brain. By scanning the specific tones of your hair, skin and eyes, it doesn't just suggest a look. It prints a custom palette of colors tailored specifically for you on the spot.
We are going to set up the desk kiosk with collaborating with shopping mall and beauty salon like Sephora and Walmart. And then the audience and the customers can drop by the booth and then having fun. Which color would be the best for me?
This move towards personalization is also getting more intimate. Moving on to the devices we carry every day. New AI-powered tools are now capable of performing deep tissue audits of our skin using just a smartphone camera. By mapping the face and scoring factors like hydration and fine lines, the tech provides a detailed snapshot of our skin's health. It's about moving past generic advice and getting an expert-level perspective in seconds.
The gap of ChatGPT is they cannot see you. But in our technology, that's our core technology, we can see you. We analyze your faces, we divide your face into like 4,000 meshes, so we can analyze it, and then we are using like 90,000 data points to train our engine to analyze your skin. So ChatGPT could do very generic question answer, but if you want to go very deep to answer really like a beauty expert, that's where our software is getting the value.
Technology is also helping us solve problems we can't even see. We all know that we should wear sunscreen, but we rarely know if we've applied it correctly. Enter the smart mirror equipped with UV sensors. By viewing the face through a specialized camera, this mirror shows exactly where you're protected and where you've missed a spot. To be fair, the biggest reason we don't apply sunscreen is just laziness. This mirror will at least articulate what you're ignoring.
Unlike the other RGB camera, so we spend a lot of effort to invent the UV camera inside, which can help you to detect the UV light.
At CES 2026, some of the most checked out displays were the automated booths that purport to deliver the entire spa experience, delivering a full body mist of moisturizers or serums in under 2 minutes. A bit like a reset button for the body, designed for a generation that wants the benefit of a self-care ritual without the time-consuming process.
Well, in the world of speed and convenience, the ability to give a full body treatment, that little aha moment, if you will, is something we're really proud of. We know our consumers love it, the folks that have tried it, and it's a great way to treat yourself for a momentary escape. And if you really think about it, you can't apply full body yourself in 2 minutes.
Now, these tools are all expected to see light of day in 2026. Detractors do have questions. As we give more and more of our personal information to AI and corporations, whether it's facial scans or other biological data, where do we draw the line?
These devices are collecting very large amounts of very personalized data with respect to one's skin and facial scanning one's face. So different biomarkers and different biometrics, and lots of them in just a second. And so that does then have implications for security. How is the data being stored? Is it properly encrypted? It has implications for sharing and usage. How is the data being used?
Ultimately, technology could help us look better, but it's up to us to make sure we're staying just as sharp about our privacy as we are about our glow.
Waymo, the American robotaxi company that operates fully driverless cars in a few cities in the US, recently revealed a trove of data about its operations. How safe or how unsafe do you think these cars are?
Well, I don't know, Miraj. I have a feeling you'll say safer, but didn't Tesla have a few crashes?
Exactly. Not all driverless cars are made the same. Tesla did have quite a few crashes, but Waymo has had 91% fewer accidents than human-driven taxis. And the thing is, these guys are only in a few cities where they've mapped pretty much every single intersection.
Well, that's crazy. It really gives a different impetus to the whole autonomous vehicle argument, doesn't it?
It does too.
You know, in fact, I quite like this other story, the one about these tele-driven cabs in Las Vegas. It's autonomous, but still driven by a human.
Yeah, like a drone. From autonomous robotaxis to cars driven by humans but remotely, and flying cars, there was quite a mix of autonomous and car-related technology at CES 2026. Lucid, Neuro and Uber unveiled a jointly developed robotaxi purpose-built for Uber's ride-hailing platform. Now, based on Lucid's Gravity electric SUV, the vehicle features a roof-mounted sensor, Halo, that integrates cameras, LiDAR and radar to deliver full 360-degree awareness. This robotaxi can carry up to 6 passengers.
It is pretty important because it opens for us a new market that we haven't really looked into before. We now open the robotaxi market for us. So it's more like expanding the application of our EV technology.
Uber designed the robotaxi's in-cabin experience with interactive screens that let riders control climate, seating, and entertainment. The vehicle runs on Neuro's Level 4 autonomous driving system, which is designed to operate without any human intervention under defined conditions and is powered by NVIDIA's Drive AGX Thor computing platform.
Self-driving vehicles are an amazing example of how AI is working. We use an AI autonomy foundation model that basically learns as it goes along. So as we're driving, as we're testing, both on-road and in simulations, it gets better and better at driving.
Road testing of the robotaxis, led by Neuro, began in December 2025, with humans in the driver's seat as a precaution. The testing program combines real-world driving, closed course testing, and simulation to validate safety before commercial deployment. Self-driving cars always grab headlines, but there is a middle-of-the-road option that has already been deployed in Las Vegas. Many of the guests arriving at CES 2026 drove themselves in German mobility startup WION taxis. WION, that launched commercially in 2024, has already clocked 35,000 trips and expanded its fleet to around 100 vehicles in Las Vegas. Unlike fully autonomous taxis, WION uses a hybrid model. Vehicles are driven remotely to customers by trained teleoperators. Once delivered, users drive the cars themselves, blending car sharing with human in-the-loop remote operation.
A user in Las Vegas can order a vehicle. It will be remotely driven to them. So when the vehicle comes in front of you, there's actually no one inside, but there's a human that actually brought it there remotely. And then it becomes your own vehicle as a car rental, and you pay by the minute.
Teleoperators work from dedicated tele-drive stations equipped with steering wheels, pedals, and vehicle controls, live video feeds that recreate the car's surroundings on multiple screens, while microphones relay road sounds, including sirens and warning signals, directly to the driver's headset.
I really enjoy it. It is very high-tech. I have some background in unmanned aircraft systems, so it makes the transition driving cars on the road a lot easier because I fly drones in the air and we can't feel the drone in the air, so the transition is very simple.
Now, WION is betting that the convenience of having a rental car delivered to your doorstep, along with potentially lower per-minute costs, will distinguish it from traditional ride-hailing services. Going by the number of people who used its services during CES, that strategy appears to be working. And finally, there was the quintessential eVTOL at CES. Israel-based Maker Air showcased its latest aircraft, the Air 1, which it bills as the sports car of the sky. The four-rotor, mid-sized eVTOL offers a claimed flight time of around an hour on a single charge, which translates into 60 to 100 miles of range, depending on how it's flown. It has a top speed of 155 miles an hour to back up its sports car credentials. The company also revealed plans for an uncrewed version of the Air 1, which is aimed at commercial cargo and logistics operations. Cutting-edge eVTOLs come at a premium. The Air 1 costs upwards of $500,000.
We have 3,000 people on the waiting list, 2,000 of which are in the US. We think we will start from 5 to 6 units this year, ramping up to 2 digits or maybe 3 digits, low 3 digits in 27.
Despite that, Maker Air says it's already sold 22 units and plans to ramp up manufacturing this year. And that's all the time we have in this episode of Tech It Out. This was fun, Nikita. We should do this more often.
Well, absolutely, Miraj. Mixing things up always helps. On that note, we'll sign out. Keep watching Beyond World is One. Like us on social media. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.